Hi guys, welcome back again to Chapters and Conversation. So the next book on my review list will be Noble Pursuits by Meg Lacey. Hmm. Uh this book wasn't really like it wasn't what I expected, right? It wasn't really what I was expecting for a royal book. Oh, yeah, a royal book. It wasn't what I expected. So, okay, before we go into that, let's talk about these characters. It's about a princess or born princess. Her name is Juliet, and a cop. His name is Shay, right? Juliet stays in New Orleans. She's royalty from Europe, but she lives in New Orleans. While Shay is based in Cincinnati, but he had case to handle in New Orleans. So he came to New Orleans to handle the case. Now he meets this gorgeous lady in the park at night. She was just, you know, lost in the world, right? And he approaches and like, sorry, are you alone? Do you think is there anything I can do for you? Is everything okay? And she was like, she looked at this guy. In her mind already, she has been thinking of how to let loose for like 24 years of her life. She's been thinking of how to just be free from the claws of her family members because she has to be, she has to be all, like say, dignified. She doesn't have to make mistake in public because being from a royal family and a prestigious family too, so she just had to be composed at all time. So she sees this guy that doesn't recognize her, and she's like, "Okay, I think this is my cue to do what I've always wanted to do." So she had a one night stand with this guy, them not knowing each other, not knowing anything about each other. Now this guy, after this one night stand, he was like, "Okay, I think I want to experience this more. I like to know this person." And he wakes up and sees his bed empty. So tell me why this guy is being invited after searching the whole of New Orleans, by the way. He was given an invitation for a ball in New Orleans. And he sees this is mystery woman. And it happens to be that this mystery woman is also a princess, right? And also she is an acquaintance with the person he's coming to look for, the person he's coming to arrest, and also newly engaged to the person. So first of all, he drags her out like, I mean, what are you doing here? And he finds out that she's a princess. She has every right to be there because it's a family that is actually hosting the ball. So now that's like the whole like idea behind the book. Him coming to catch a smuggler, and she being a princess but wanting to let loose, like let go of herself, like once in a while be free. That's the whole idea of the book. Now my own review, my own opinion about the book is that I think the author did too much of an internal monologue, right? It was too much of reading their thoughts and not actually having conversation between each other. They had conversation, but most of the times they were always having, it was always me going through their thoughts and what they were thinking of. And also I think um for a princess, yes, she's supposed to be composed and she has been composed all her life. I get that she wanted to let loose, for that night. But it was as if whenever she meets Shay or whenever she sees Shay, she was always letting loose. She was always losing control of herself. She was losing composure. And I also think that the book really, I think it was more physical, right? When it came to the love aspect, I didn't really feel it. I didn't feel the chemistry between them. I didn't feel that kind of deep conversation sort of thing. I'm a deep conversation sort of person, so I didn't really feel that deep conversation sort of thing. I mean, when she got to know that he had a sister, was like when they've already gone to bed, like I think twice or something like that. So it was as if they didn't get to know each other. It was just the physical attraction that was drawing them to each other. So that was just the downsides of the book for me. But I love the fact that she was able to stand up for herself. She spoke up for herself and told her family that, look, this is what I want for myself. I don't want to be controlled anymore. I just want to follow my own path. And I also love the fact that Shay got to, like, finish up the reason why he came to New Orleans in the first place. The author did not deviate from that, right? The author did not deviate from the storyline and was telling us just things about their attraction or their relationship. I really love that. So am I going to recommend this book? Yes, I will recommend A Noble Pursuit, as much as it didn't live up to my expectations. When you hear royalty, when you hear, it's this kind of, I don't know, there's this kind of idea that comes to maybe me, there's this kind of idea that comes to me. So it wasn't what I was expecting, but I will recommend it, and I'm giving this book a 6.5. I'm going to rate it a 6.5. Now, on the reading aspect, it's under probability. Maybe when I'm too bored and I don't have anything to do and I feel like, okay, let me just read something, I think I will just pick this up. But it's not 100%. It's a 50-50 chance. I might read it, I might not read it. But yes, I would recommend it for those that, love books like this. So if you've read this, please can you tell me your opinion about this book? And if you love romance book reviews, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Until the next chapter, happy reading. Bye.